What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone is doing well today. Thank you so much for joining a brother today to continue our journey of learning. That's right, I got my education. We got Vancouver, learning more about Vancouver and some of the best places to travel to when going to Vancouver. One and ones. Let's go ahead and jump right into this video. As you know, I will be breaking down every single city, every single province that we can visit. Yes. You know why? Because I will be there someday. Someday. You know, you gotta manifest.
Vancouver is British Columbia's biggest city. It's the gateway to the glaciers of Alaska, the wilderness of Western Canada, and the slopes of Whistler. And it's also one of the world's most desirable places to live.
Hey, go check out my video, man. If you haven't already, I would highly appreciate it. The one I just made with the custom slides. The one before this one right here. Yeah. I think you'll enjoy it, guys. I feel like you enjoy it. You know, I had to put a lot of time into it. I'm just saying, man. I feel like you guys will really enjoy it, man. What? Now that's valid.
Wherever you roam in Vancouver, the salty sea breeze.
Yo, I be forgetting sometimes Canada look like this. I keep on plugging my thing. I be forgetting Canada look like this sometimes, you know? Boy, I gotta get out. I gotta get out here, man.
Carries the fresh sense of the forest and the promise of adventure.
Little stuff like that.
Its welcoming neighborhoods are filled with the aromas of incredible cuisines, roasting coffee beans, brewers' hops, and all the urban delights you'd expect from a city which is regularly voted the world's most livable.
I'm telling you.
The secret to Vancouver's success is that it has always been developed with livability in mind. Ever since European settlement only 150 years ago, the people of Vancouver have protected the rivers, coastline, and forest, maintaining the perfect balance between nature and the built environment. And there's no finer example than the city's pride and joy, Stanley Park, which dates all the way back to 1886.
Nice. What?
Because Stanley Park spans more than 1,000 acres, you can return over and over again.
What is that? What are those things for? Like, what is
Stanley
that?
Park
What does that symbolize? Is that just designs? See, it got like the history right here. That's what I need to be reading, man.
spans more than 1,000 acres. You can return over and over again and always discover something new.
Bro, it look like a private beach.
To get to the park, simply cycle or walk along the century-old seawall from the nearby downtown area. The wall not only keeps the sea at bay, but ensures Vancouver's waterfront is accessible to everyone. Water has always played a major role in this port and river city. Watch ships come and go from Brockton Point, where a lighthouse marks the easternmost tip of Stanley Park, or from the viewing platform at Prospect Point on the park's northern tip.
Take a nice little family photo or something, a little couple photo.
The coastal First Nations people are seafarers
Okay.
too, having paddled to these misty shores over 17,000 years ago.
Oh wait, no, it wasn't this. That's canoeing, right? That's canoeing? They was doing this. Oh, man.
In the Museum of Anthropology at the University of British Columbia, totems and sculptures depict the rich mythologies of the Haida people and the other indigenous tribes of the Northwest Coast.
Interesting.
The modern city takes its name from the British navigator George Vancouver, who landed here in
That, you know what? That's crazy. No one's ever told me that either. Guys, why am I just learning this today, man? Why nobody ever told me that? Well, there's many comments, you know, that be coming through, man. It is possible that I could have missed it. There's probably somebody out there like, what are you talking about? I told you in the comments. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I missed it. If you're watching this and you know for sure you said that, please forgive me, guys. Please. Please, please, please.
1892. The original settlement, however, was called Gastown. In 1867, Gassy Jack, a sailor and renowned storyteller,
Gastown? That gives off bad vibes. Like, what type of gas are you talking about? Either or, it's just not a good vibe, you know? Like,
convinced local timber cutters to build him a saloon in exchange for all the whiskey they could drink in one sitting. No one knows who got the best end of the deal, but a tavern was quickly erected, and a town was born. Gassy Jack and his makeshift pub may be long gone, but in the
Gassy Jack. Okay.
the historic neighborhood of Gastown, his spirit lingers on. In the good company, the hearty food, and in the vapors that rise from the city's iconic steam clock.
Wait, let me just go back a little bit, because I'm so confused. Why was he called?
Who landed here in 1792. The original settlement, however, was called Gastown. In 1867, Gassy Jack, a sailor and renowned storyteller, convinced local timber cutters to build him a saloon in
Oh, well, he was the influence. Okay, yeah, Gassy Jack. Okay.
exchange for all the whiskey they could drink in one sitting. No one knows who got the best end of the deal, but a tavern was quickly erected, and a town was born. Gassy Jack and his makeshift pub may be long gone, but in the historic neighborhood of Gastown, his spirit lingers on. In the good company, the hearty food, and in the vapors that rise from the city's iconic steam clock. Vancouver's early history continues at nearby Waterfront Station, the western terminus of the Canadian Pacific Railway. The railway's construction brought Chinese workers by the thousands, whose descendants have enriched Vancouver ever since. Experience this interweaving of cultures at the Dr.
Well, what do they call those? Like, maybe like a Japanese garden? What do we call that? A Japanese garden? Let me know.
Sun Yat-sen Park
Beautiful.
and Classical Chinese Garden, the first garden of its kind created outside of China.
That's a Chinese garden, but they got Japanese gardens, right? Those be looking crazy. Like the Japanese gardens, I'm talking about, they make a flamingo out the bush. Like, yeah, they'll make you out the bush.
And in Vancouver's Chinatown, where the fusing of oriental flavors with fresh local seafood has helped earn the city the title, the culinary capital of Canada.
You know I like a little seafood. Ooh, cheesecake?
Back in downtown, admire yet another of the city's iconic landmarks, the Fairmont Hotel Vancouver.
It's expensive. It's expensive. Don't do that to me, man. I don't want to hear nothing about the Fairmont Hotel Vancouver. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. It's expensive, I know. And you in the middle of the city like that. Boy, who you fooling? If there's anything I know, staying in that city is expensive, man.
Opening in 1939, this castle in the city became a reflection of the city's growing prestige and confidence.
Is that golden windows or was that the sun? Oh, I'm bugging. That was the sun. Okay. Because if you
City's
look right
growing
here,
prestige and confidence.
I thought it was golden. Now, I'm not colorblind or nothing. The reason why I'm thinking that is because we actually have a few hotels out here in the U.S. with golden windows. Yeah, it's weird, I know.
Just a short stroll away is
that?
Canada Place.
What was that? What is this big thing for? Is that so like ships or something can notice? Like, I don't know. Helicopters or something can notice where they close? I don't know, man. What is this for?
Just a short stroll away is Canada Place, where cruise ship travelers from all over the globe arrive to explore the city or embark on epic voyages to Alaska. If you're visiting Vancouver with younger adventurers, they'll find plenty to discover at Science World. And at the Vancouver Aquarium, little Jacques Cousteaus can meet the cold water creatures of the British Columbia coast, or simply watch in awe as tropical species glide on by.
Oh, 100% I'm going to that. What? 100%. Don't nobody want to swim in that. Imagine swimming in that? Imagine swimming in that? No. You just feel all that touching you like that? No. Imagine swimming in that. Oh.
After visiting Vancouver's central highlights, explore the city's south side. Ride the ferry or aqua bus across False Creek to Granville Island. Stock up on provisions and delicious treats at the famous Granville Island Public Market.
I seen that red velvet right there. Yeah, we're not even gonna go back to that. Guys, I go crazy for red velvet. cheesecake and chocolate cake. Oh my gosh.
Sample a few craft ales at Granville Island Brewing. From Granville Island, head south to Queen Elizabeth Park on Little Mountain, the city's highest peak. Once scarred by quarries, the city transformed these former gravel pits into a stunning network of gardens, creating a peaceful oasis high above the city.
I like how I like a little Rocky Mountain scenery in the back.
To a stunning network of gardens, creating a peaceful oasis high above the city.
Man, that's nice. You go ziplining through?
After you've breathed in the views, check out the Blodell Conservatory, a lush greenhouse filled with some of Vancouver's most colorful residents. When it's time to answer the call of the wild, cross the Lions Gate Bridge, named after the nearby Twin Peaks which loom over the city. The North Shore mountain range is dissected by 3 deep valleys. It's a wilderness.
No, I don't want to see him.
Where bears roam and salmon-filled rivers flow.
And they got their salmon out there. They not playing. If we go anywhere near their salmon, it's over for us. We become their salmon, like
through old-growth forests.
But I got a method. Roar! That's for a brown or a black bear. Oh, see, y'all gotta teach me in the comments before I get mauled out here, man. Please educate me in the comments. No, I'm serious. If I go hiking a trail and and say I got a little female by my side, I gotta know how to protect us, you know? I'm not going out to Canada. Oh, if I go out to Canada, I'm definitely buying bear spray and all that. Forget it. You best believe I'm gonna use it all before I gotta get back on the plane. What? You don't think I'm gonna run into
Across the 450-foot-long Capilano Suspension Bridge, which has been testing the nerves of visitors for over 125 years.
That is nice,
Then take a treetops adventure high above the rainforest floor. For a bird's eye view of Vancouver.
I know it's a nerd question, but do they gotta keep like these trees, you know, healthy or something? Like, do they gotta maintain these trees a certain amount of way, considering that there's like a platform around them and stuff, and you know, it's basically like the support. They're going through these trees basically from tree to tree to tree to tree, like on a bridge. I know I'm a nerd. I don't even know why I asked that question. Some people probably like, bro, unpause the video.
For a bird's eye view of Vancouver, head to the top of Grouse Mountain. Or to go even higher, climb into the viewing pod of the Eye of the Wind, the mountain's landmark wind turbine.
Ooh.
Vancouver offers extraordinary outdoor experiences and mind-blowing vistas, all within its city limits. But venture a little further, and you'll arrive at a whole other level of awesomeness.
Man, get out of here, bro.
Less than a 2-hour drive from the city is the world-renowned mountain village of Whistler. This adventure playground is simply magic all year round. But when the season's first snows come whirling down, it transforms into a wonderland.
That's so beautiful. That's so beautiful.
Hit the slope.
People outside eating and stuff
Transforms into a wonderland.
That's so beautiful. People outside eating too. We don't care about the snow. We don't care if it's cold. We just trying to chill down and eat dinner alone. You know what I'm saying? We trying to buy. We don't care. We don't really care about the weather too much. We just trying to have fun. Who says you gonna get sick because it's cold outside? Boy, stop that. You get sick from germs. We outside. I'm telling you, this winter, I'm gonna have fun. I usually be like, I don't want to be near the cold, you know. This year, I'm outside like this.
Hit the slopes of the Whistler Blackcomb Resort.
Nah, I'm not hitting no slopes on that. I seen a movie. You seen that movie on Netflix, and they got stuck up there for like over the night or like a couple days, and then she went on the trip with her boyfriend, and I don't want to spoil it for the people, but y'all ain't never see that movie? Nah. It was the boyfriend, it was the girlfriend, and it was his friend, homeboy. It was supposed to just be the boys' trip, you know?
Hit the slopes of the Whistler Blackcomb Resort, the largest ski resort in North America. The beautifully connected runs here cater to all skill levels and attract elite skiers and beginners from all over the globe.
I want to go skiing, man. That'd be my first
And while
time.
you could drive back to Vancouver the same day, why not put the world on hold for a few nights, warm yourself by a fire, and enjoy some of Canada's finest hospitality?
Imagine going skiing, then y'all go out for a nice dinner, a little dessert, back to the cabin or this or that. Who knows what's gonna go on in the cabin? Like, we don't know what's gonna happen in the cabin. It's all on you, my brothers and sisters. It depends who's trying to score that night. Who's out there making a play, who on the court. You know what I'm saying? If you get it, you get it. If you know, you know. It's a vibe. You see how they get to showing the champagne and the wine and stuff? Now,
Vancouver is and always has been
still gonna be
a city
vibe.
connected with nature and adventure. It beckons from the breeze, the waters, the mountains, her very street corners. So whether your idea of living is testing yourself in
Biking. I want to go biking as well. Last time I rode a bike was when I ain't had no car. Years ago. And years ago. I did like 4 or 5 years ago. I don't know, bro. It's been so long since I rode a bike. It's like when you get a car, it's like what I was telling y'all. You kind of detach from the things you used to do when you was a kid. And then you start to get back to those things you used to do as a kid when you're a little older, because you try to appreciate those little things again, you know? Because when you're a teenager, when you're a young adult, you been running, man. You trying to grind. You trying to do your thing, man. You busy. You doing this. At least I hope you're busy. I hope you're grinding something. I hope you're doing your thing at that age, you know? Because this ain't the time to chill and relax and ride no bikes around on a joyride. I'm sorry. Look, your teenage years, after high school, teenage years, when you like a young adult, it's time to grind, baby. Ain't no time for the parties and having fun. Do that in your little high school, cool. Because when you graduate, it's time to, man, it's time to ball. I'm telling y'all, your life get real. Your life get real. I'm telling y'all, bro. You gonna need that wake-up call. I just want to, you know, for my people right now that's still in high school, I'm telling y'all, bro. And if you got a love for something, don't be scared. Pursue it, because it's, why? You just try it. What's the point? You ain't got nothing to lose anyway. What, you gonna fail at something? Oh, well, try again. You know how many times I've failed in YouTube? Oh my gosh. It's 10 years.
the wilds, or adventures of a more urban kind, you'll feel perfectly at home and alive in Vancouver.
Hey, shout out to the big man above. For real. Stay consistent, my people. You know, work hard and we get to see places like this one day. Beautiful! Expedia. Yeah, I love the Expedia videos, bro. Y'all be putting on. Shout out to Expedia. They be putting on. Word up. If you guys enjoyed this fabulous travel guide video, taking a look at Vancouver for the first time, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and turn all post notifications on. And do not be afraid to share any of your personal experiences you had when traveling to Vancouver, or if you happen to live in Vancouver, what can I do? What can we do when we go down there, man? Everyone feel free to check out the Twitch and Patreon in the description down below. Stay safe, and I hope they catch you all in the next reaction video.